So today I have a little bit of time off on my schedule to actually detail the car. It's the day after Thanksgiving. It's the day after July 4th. We're gonna start polishing the paint. From my experience, I think it's easier to just hit it with polish. I'm just gonna go ahead and use like a medium pad with some Meguiar's polish like I always do, and just try to get most of the scratches out and make it shinier. I think when it comes down to the bumper, it is a little discolored, so I might switch to a compound just to brighten it up a little bit. It does help bring up all of those contaminations out, and then we'll polish that after. But for the time being, on parts like the hood, the fender, the doors and all that stuff, I can just hit it with polish. And then we will go ahead and do the bumper after that. I've tried it in the past. It's really hard to capture anything on here in terms of scratches and swirls. It's just you can't see it without looking at it in certain lighting. Unfortunately, I have LED lights, so it's way more difficult than using like a shop light or something warmer. Something as bright and white as these LED lights, you can't really see anything. Now on my Skyline, you could see the scratches. There are some scratches and stuff like that on the black. I did a test spot right here the other day, but this is gonna be for another video. I know this is gonna be a little challenging because it's black, but I'm pretty sure I'll do a decent job on this car since I did Dylan's car and his car looks phenomenal till this day. Go ahead and start working on this car. Just today I'm gonna try to polish everything and hopefully it goes well. First things first, we're gonna start masking off all the trims. I don't want any of that to get white. Alright, so just masked off the emblems, pretty much just all the trim, or the single trim around this car. Antenna, what else? Underneath the bumper there's a little plastic trim I don't want any polish on. Kind of just ghetto rigged it, you know, just in case I do get some dusting around here. The car's gonna need a wash after I finish anyway, so that's one thing to think about. And then I took the emblem off, and I'm gonna go ahead and just detail around it because there was some nasty gunk stuck in there I couldn't get out with the detail brush. So headlights I'm gonna leave alone because it's okay to polish over that. Only when it's risky is when you get compound or use a rotary. It can burn through it quicker and cause it to damage. So car's pretty much ready to go. I'm hoping this will be an easy process. I'm trying to get it done early this morning before it gets really hot in the afternoon. So gonna go ahead and put you guys on tripod and just get this thing knocked out. So my battery died on the camera, so I went ahead and charged it. So in the process, I was just detailing half the car to see how much I can brighten up this white and to see what other difficulties I'll run into. The polish, the Meguiar's polish, did a decent job with fine scratches, but I have some heavier marring and like dark stains in the paint that I couldn't get out. So I ended up using Chemical Guy's compound that I had laying around. I have a Meguiar's compound, but it's super aggressive. Something like that is used for like a car that's been wet sanded. In my case, I just want to take some of the deeper gouges and stains off the car. So I am using Chemical Guy's compound. That's all I had. We did the hood, the fender, the door, the rear quarter panel, and the bottom section here, as well as half of the front bumper. So just looking at this right here, this bumper used to be a lot more oxidized, and now it's pretty close to the paint. The compound really brought the color out a lot. I did this section right here as well. This looks pretty clean and neat. This has not been done. It's gonna be really hard to capture on video, but this whole side, it's really oxidized and really ugly. This looks like fresh brand new paint. So the car's coming along. Still gotta do obviously the whole driver side and the rear end, but gonna get started on detailing the rest of this today. Took a little break to have some breakfast and some coffee just to get my day started, but as you can see, it's looking really nice and clean. It's not perfect. I don't want it to be perfect. I just want it to look better than what it was. Even went through the steps of doing the door handle. Right here, it's gonna be hard to get those scratches out. You gotta use a moderate compound like the chemical guys, or you can use Meguiar's 105 too. Use a microfiber rag or something equivalent, or foam applicator pad, and you gotta really rub it in there really nice, and it gets rid of most of those scratches. As you can see, it's kind of dusty, but all that is gone. It looks like a brand new car for the most part. Even down here, this right here has like a little indentation. If you have an S2000, you would know. It's completely clean now, but little bit right there, it's a little yellow right here. So when I open the door jamb, I'm gonna have to go in there and rub the compound in by hand and get all that oxidation out. But you can see how nice and clean the car is coming along. As for the rear, same thing, clean. Still gotta do the bumper. It's not gonna be perfect, I'll tell you that right now. It looks like it's been repainted, or it's been hit before here, or they bumped it into something. It's not much, it's just a bumper that has a little bit of damages. I could get it repainted. It's just more money out of my pocket. Like I said, my price is negotiable, but a lot of people just keep offering me $2 for the car, you know, sarcastically. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue doing the rest of the rear and the other side of the car, make this thing look real nice, and we're gonna come back with probably a finer finishing pad and just wax the whole thing. I mean, I could wax it by hand, but I'd rather use my DA and just go over it with some Meguiar's wax, and the car should be ready to go. Alright guys, so I finally finished paint correcting the car and waxing the car, as well as dressing up the trims, the tires, and the fender wells. The car looks fantastic. It feels so nice and smooth. A lot shinier than what it was. I wanted to go ahead and clean the interior and the engine bay, but I'm going to do that for another video. But for the time being, it looks fantastic. Went ahead and actually put some dressing on the trim, as well as putting wax on the windshield and the glass. So it's looking pretty good. I also went ahead and put some dressing on the black trim back here. I have yet to clean the exhaust pipes yet, but that's pretty easy. I just use white diamond polishing compound, and it just brightens it back up. But it looks so nice and smooth. So yeah, with all things, I'm gonna have to go drive the car. This is actually my daily now. My brother drives the Scion. So we're gonna go ahead and drive it out, get some food, and I'll probably do some cinematic videos to end this video, because I really enjoy making them. And I think you guys really appreciate seeing something cool like that rather than me just talking about. But it's been a long video for the most part. It's taken me hours to finish this car. There's a lot more things to do on it, obviously. Hopefully I can get it done by next week or this weekend. Today is Saturday now. It's been 2 days since I've been doing this car. So let's go ahead and get something to eat, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the cinematic video right after this.